selling your mother. Those teachings would now blossom into a widespread demand for the return of the Black Hills. The Lakotas were now determined to pursue the difficult course of legislative action. New Jersey Senator Bill Bradley proposed a compromise solution to give back all federal land in the Black Hills.
This is a congressional act that would cede to the Sioux Nation 1.3 million acres of land in the Black Hills area of South Dakota. Now, there's no private land involved, no state-owned land involved. All rights of access, timber rights, grazing rights, mineral rights that are existing now would continue to exist. It would create a Sioux National Park that would be available for everyone to come and visit. And I think that it would right a wrong that was done to the Sioux many years ago. And in that sense, I think that it's the kind of thing that reflects on the best traditions of America to right this kind of wrong.
The Bradley bill died in 1987, but similar proposals are pending. The legislation does not threaten any existing rights, but any offer to return land to Indians is strongly opposed by most whites in South Dakota.
I told one guy that was here, he said that this place and my ranch really is Indian land. I said, no, it isn't. I says, I got this land, some of it I bought from homesteaders, and my dad homesteaded some of it. And they homesteaded it from the United States government. And the United States government bought it in the Louisiana Purchase from the French, so if you have an argument, go argue with the French. They sold it.
Listen, I don't think the Indian would have hollered if he wouldn't have had these rabble-rousers put these notions in their head, like AIM. We never had any problem with them before. They get drunk once in a while, but like anybody does, most anybody. But they never had no problem with them. Heck, we got along with them good, and I really think we get along with them good now.
In any war, which you read your history books, you can read the Indian Wars, such and such, just it's listed in your history. And when you lose a battle or lose a war, why then you have to suffer the consequences. They're conquered people. If you conquer a people, then it's got to stand. That's just like if some big guy comes, gives you a thrashing, you stay thrashed. Or if you want to try him again, why, I guess you can. But the end result might be the same. Good chance of it.
Today, the Lakota people are more unified than any time I can remember. In the old days, only the full-bloods came to the summer powwow on Pine Ridge. Even among our own people, there was a kind of racism. The full-bloods were called big bucks or big Indians, and they were thought to be stupid. But since the Civil War, things have changed. Now, the mixed bloods also come to dance. For them, I think they saw they had to make a choice, to be an Oglala and all that it entails, or go the other way and have nothing at all.
I kind of halfway believed a long time ago in some of the ways, but I never was involved in it because of my light skin. It was hard to get into any little group, the traditional group, because they were so strong. Now it's kind of opened up for all of us.
Just some of your friends that are full-bloods and stuff say, you ought to come out to my house. We have good sweats, and it doesn't have to be a religious one, it can be just for the good feeling, and that's a simple prayer. That's, I don't know, going to them for 3 years, really getting involved in it, and then to go around all of these people that you were at war with, you learn that you can't go and, be having a ceremony trying to heal somebody or pray for them so that their future can be good and have hatred for them, you know. Because they teach you in simple ways is not to carry hatred in you. That's a sickness, you know. And so just by, you know, going out and doing it and being around them people, I think that I got rid of a lot of my hatred and stuff, you know. And they probably got rid of a lot of hatred for me, too, because, you know, we get along.
Buried in the cemetery at Wounded Knee are the last 100 years of the history of my people. This is the mass grave of the 300 Lakotas massacred in 1890. Here too is the grave of Glenn Three Stars. He was a prominent member of the Goon Squad. He is buried next to Milo Goings, who was inside Wounded Knee in 1973. 5 generations have now passed since Crazy Horse was killed. Nobody knows where he is buried. The vision of Crazy Horse was to stop the encroachment of the white man through the medicine of the mole, who can come out of the ground anywhere, any place, any time, to fight. He may come back in 10 different people, 10 different ideas, and become very powerful, and then suddenly disappear. Now a new generation holds his vision for the return of the Black Hills. The spirit of Crazy Horse is alive and still travels on this land.
Funding for Frontline is provided by the financial support of viewers like you and by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. Frontline is produced for the Documentary Consortium by WGBH Boston, which is solely responsible for its content.
This is PBS.